Alright, if you don't have 5 minutes to watch this whole video, here's the 30-second version. If you're putting on a 3-tab shingle, put the nails below the seal strip. Not in the seal strip, not above the seal strip. If you're putting on a laminate shingle, make sure all the nails penetrate through both layers of the laminate shingle. And as conditions and temperatures change, you need to adjust the pressure of your coil nailers so that you're not blowing nails through the shingles or allowing the nails to hold the shingles up. That's pretty much it. If you believe me and you do that, you'll eliminate 95% of your blow-offs. If you don't believe me, keep watching.
Jim, you were just talking about overdriving nails with your air gun.
In the early spring months, when we're waiting for the sun to come out and thermally seal the shingle, what we're experiencing in the field is where the wind is blowing the shingles and it's just ripping right through the nails. It usually happens because a crew member gets up in the morning and starts applying a shingle. He'll set his air pressure for a cold material. As the sun comes up in the sky, it heats all of our materials up. Everything becomes soft and pliable. Well, now the same nail is actually hitting and driving through the material because the material is softened up. And once that happens, then when we have a windstorm, it just picks the shingle and lifts it right up off the roof.
You need more pressure in the morning because the shingle is more rigid, it's colder. You need more pressure to get that nail driven. And if you leave it at that pressure in the afternoon and as the shingle softens up, then it's going to blow right through the shingle. If you add somebody to the crew, you need to adjust the pressure.
Sure sign when you drive by a house in the wintertime, early spring, if you see a laminate shingle where the entire shingle has blown off the roof somewhere,
Nails have come through.
it's been overdriven.
Right.
Been overdriven, or a lot of times they've actually driven the nail above the common bond area and there's just one layer of shingle holding the nail on. So one of those two things.
That's the biggest problem I found out in the field is that they don't nail in this nailing area or they get the meat of the shingle.
On a laminate shingle, it's very, very important to nail in this line and hit both layers of the shingle. Now you see what I'm talking about. There's not a big common bond area, but they're getting better. Last year we had 100-mile-an-hour straight line winds or 80 mile an hour. I don't know if you remember, for like a whole day. And builder after builder, customer after customer would come in and show me the shingles that blew off, and in every case there was a hole in the shingle up here. I didn't have one person bring me a shingle where it had pulled through both layers through the nail head. So now, with anybody from the crowd, come up here and take their left hand and pull this shingle off, and then take this shingle off. Anybody. Just tell me which one's harder. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Now I'd like about the same effort on the next one.
Okay. Grip the top.
Oh, that was wonderful. I couldn't have paid you to do that. Good job. Thank you. If that doesn't stick in your mind, I can't help you. These don't blow off. Those do. Don't do that. Don't let your people do that. Put the nail through both layers of shingle. That surely convinced everyone, didn't it? Nice job there. I'll give you your $50 when we're done.
Listo? Please. Be on all the Reese videos. You are. That's good.
So there's always people that tell me I can't possibly put the nails in the right place and get any production, but these people seem to be doing just fine. Look, you got to put the nails someplace. Why not put it in the perfect spot? It just takes a little practice. Aim the coil nailer, learn how to nail it right, and just do it. If you nail shingles like this, you're just not going to have any blow-offs. Now both CertainTeed and Owens Corning have come up with shingles with enhanced wind-resistant characteristics and wider, higher nailing areas. But CertainTeed says on steep slopes you should nail through the common bond area. Owens Corning, with their duration, says on steep slopes you should nail through the common bond area. And in addition to that, they suggest that in the winter you nail through the common bond area. Well, I say if it makes sense to do it on steep slopes and high wind and in cold weather, why not just do it all the time? We've got to quit arguing about this. There's a perfect place to put the nails, and it's through the common bond area. teach your applicators to put the nails through the common bond area on every laminate, and you're just not going to have any problems.